Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, heavyweight news, my boy Deontay Wilder, WBC champion, and my boy who's woke, who's real, who's handling his business, right? He's been interviewed and he's been saying a lot of things. And there's some important stuff in there. First of all, he said, basically, and we know this, he beat Tyson Fury in his eyes. Mine too. You know what I mean? If the champion knocks somebody down twice, I don't know if there's ever been a champion in history. If somebody knows that, holla. A champion who knocks somebody down twice, not in the same round, in two separate rounds, right? And then looks better after the fight with no marks on him, opposed to the other dude who was marked about 6 weeks after the fight. And as people consider that he lost the fight. Nothing really happened. So Deontay Wilder's been out there telling you that the narrative and the commentary, we know he was going, him and Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't like the commentary in the Tyson Fury fight, things like that. Right? So he's making that clear. Oh, man, whatever. I won the fight. I had him knocked out. It was a long count, too. So, there's an argument for Tyson Fury. The ones who think he won, the ones who think Deontay Wilder won. And Deontay Wilder, of course, is black man, I won. Whatever. And I'm glad when he's woke. Right? I like when he's saying stuff like that. Basically, because, listen, they don't love you already. So don't act like you're not woke. Make sure that you're woke. And make sure that they know it. And he does it all the time. Hence, I'm down with Deontay Wilder. Bottom line. Other things he said. And it's really cool because of the simple fact, I don't think everybody else talking like this. First of all, my boy, Oleksandr Usyk. And the reason why he's my boy is because he's undisputed. Undisputed cruiserweight champion, Oleksandr Usyk. You don't see this in boxing when someone goes to everybody's backyard and wins matches. Doesn't happen. Oleksandr Usyk done it. I don't have to go through it again. Everybody knows every time I mention him, I'll tell you where he won the fights. I'm not going to do it this time. And it's hard not to do. But let's just say undisputed and was never at home. Anyway, he's moving up to the heavyweight division. And Deontay Wilder just said, listen, man, he's not a threat to me. He's too small. He's not a threat to me. And I agree with Deontay Wilder. His assessment, I think Oleksandr Usyk is a threat to anybody. Right? Because he's just that good and that technical. I just think that Deontay Wilder, understanding that, I'm not really just big and slow. Right? I know that he's going to beat some technical guys. He's going to beat some bigger guys because he's faster and they probably can't catch him. I think we underestimate the fact Deontay Wilder's tall. Right? He's going to reach you. But he's quick as well, guys. He's way more athletic than people are giving him credit for. Way more athletic. I think if Deontay Wilder and a lot of other heavyweights did other sports, like a decathlon or something, I don't know. I think Deontay Wilder beating a lot of people and other things. He's an athletic guy. So I agree with Deontay Wilder's assessment. Do I think that Usyk is not a threat? I don't know if Usyk can beat Deontay Wilder because I don't think he's going to stay away from Deontay Wilder for 12 rounds. I would be surprised if Deontay Wilder versus Oleksandr Usyk, as much respect as I have for Oleksandr Usyk, I will bow when it comes to Oleksandr Usyk because I watch boxing and understand that people don't do things, especially go away and win. So he has the utmost respect for me, but so does Deontay Wilder. You understand? And I just think that Deontay Wilder will reach him at some point. And I think that Deontay Wilder having that fight against Tyson Fury has made him think about one thing. Do not go on a fight with your right hand cocked the whole time and just trying to get your right hand. When you have all that talent, you're only penalizing yourself by going in there with your right hand cocked. Deontay Wilder can jab all night. We saw him do it against Chris Oyola and Bermain Severn and all that when his right hand is broke. So I would just say make sure you use all of your talents. You don't have to go in here and knock people out because Tyson Fury does it, and they consider him the best. So there you have it. So, yeah, I think that Deontay Wilder's right for saying that. No, he's not a problem. But Deontay Wilder said something good about heavyweight prospect and moving quickly. Daniel Dubois, big boy from England, another one. Who England about to get behind? If Joshua, let me tell you something. If you don't know Daniel Dubois now, let Joshua lose to Andy Ruiz Jr. And then you will know Daniel Dubois the next weeks because he will become huge because the train is going to go that way. And it probably should because Daniel Dubois is not a joke, but no one is on when they're coming up. Right? You're knocking everybody out. Daniel Dubois has knocked people out, but the ones he's knocked out so far, I think he should have. We'll see how that is going forward, but he is a force. And Deontay Wilder said that's the guy he likes. That's the guy to watch out for. So he has respect. He's letting people know. He's like not saying he should fight right now. I hope nobody's saying Daniel Dubois should fight right now. But that's the guy that Deontay Wilder thinks will be a heavyweight champion one day. So those are the things that your boy heavyweight champion has said, and I agree with most of them. Daniel Dubois, I think, will challenge for a title. Depends on who he fights and what what happens at the time, what the landscape is. I don't think he wins it right away, but it would be in any fight because of his size and tenacity. He'll be in any fight right now, in my opinion. I don't know if you win. I don't like to say that just when I see prospects because I don't know if Daniel Dubois beats Filip Hrgovic. You know what I mean? If he fights Filip Hrgovic, that's another one who has less fights that I'm impressed with. So there's some other ones there, but Daniel Dubois is definitely a force. Oleksandr Usyk against Wilder, I would have Wilder, but I have the utmost respect for Oleksandr Usyk. And as far as Tyson Fury and Wilder goes, and what Wilder said about that, yeah, I think Wilder won the fight. I think any champion that knocks somebody down twice and don't get beat up needs to get the nod. If Deontay Wilder was Canelo, who would you have? You understand what I'm saying? So Deontay Wilder's right again. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.